Hi there, my name is Andreas, and today we're playing Pentiment. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you're having a great day. When I last left off, we were just arriving at my dreamscape, I guess, technically. And we now have this maze? I don't know, I can totally see how to get to the center. So we will go see how we could possibly get through here, and maybe talk to our consciences, our spirit guides. I don't know, the folks. Let's get to it. Whoa. Okay. Joseph, Andreas, when are you coming from home? Oh, Dad. Dad, I'll be home soon. No, I don't think I'm nervous about that, right? I mean, we talked a little bit about that at the beginning. I don't know, worst case scenario. Because, I mean, I think it's arranged, kind of, so I don't know if there's much I can do about it. Hopefully she's sweet. I just need to finish this commission for the Abbey. Good. But finish that masterpiece, too. It's time for you to get on with your career. Yes, of course. You're not going to quit this like you quit university, are you? No, of course not. Good. If it weren't for the work I did for the rector, you never would have had the opportunity. Most people never get a second chance after they throw something away like that. I know, Dad. We'll see you when you get back. Yeah. Sure, all right. Oh, Sabine, she seems great. I mean, I've seen her say exactly one set of ellipses, but she seems sweet. She's got a sweet face. Oh, it's you. Ooh, I've never met, I think, so he doesn't know what she sounds like or how she would act. I only have the picture of you, the one my brother Daniel made. I really don't have any idea what you're like. Are you really that pretty? That's so stupid. So what are you like? Please don't imagine me telling you in your own mind. Why? You'll imagine I'm wonderful, or imagine I'm horrible. Either way, it's not fair to me, is it? The painted you, the imagined you, the real you. Oh yeah, the real you. The real you? To none of us. Fair. I'll see you soon, Andreas. For real, I mean. I suppose that's true. Until then. I like her so far, even though she's not real. Welcome back, Andreas. It has been too long since you've since you've graced this court with your presence. Apologies, Your Majesty. My mind has been preoccupied by a tragedy at Kersau Abbey. What manner of tragedy? The murder of a nobleman, a close friend of the Prince Bishop of Freising. My friend, Brother Piero, is the abbot's only suspect. I know that he could not have done it. You know, with evidence, which I somehow have not mentioned. How do you know? Examine your assumptions, my son. In addition to having no motive and violence not being part of his character, he's not physically capable of the act. He is of limited strength and has a palsy in his hand that makes holding a paintbrush difficult. It's inconceivable that he would have had the strength and resolve to kill the Baron with a blow to the head. St. Grobian. A whole lot of inconceivable shit happens on this hell of an earth, Andreas. Well, fair, but... Yeah, alright, fair. Yeah, that. I do not deny that it is possible, but I believe it is extremely improbable. So what do you intend to do about it? When I'm brought before the Archdeacon, I'll tell him what I know about other people who have had motives to kill the Baron. I have to believe he'll see there are much more likely suspects than Piero. Why have you taken this task upon yourself? I want to protect it. I want to find the real killer. I mean, yeah, sort of. I mean, I don't know. It's almost like they're implying that in the 15th century, justice might have been a slightly different concept. But condemning Piero does nothing if he's not guilty, right? I mean, theoretically, there's someone out there who killed a guy, and if we just blame Piero, then, and it wasn't Piero, then that other person is gonna walk free. That just seems insane to me. So yeah, I want to find the real killer. The Archdeacon must be a man of learning. Do you think he is incapable of discovering the truth? Some of the dumbest shitheads in Christendom are judges. For all Andreas knows, this Archdeacon might not be able to tell his head from his asshole. That's my fear. That no matter what evidence I present, Piero's fate may already be sealed. Why does that shit for brains care about the death of a useless fart like Lorenz Rothvogel anyway? Baron have many good qualities. I can't disagree with your assessment of them. Powerful people get upset when other powerful people are murdered. This could threaten the existence of the Abbey. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's true. Yeah, powerful people get upset when other powerful people are murdered. This could threaten the existence of the Abbey. Oh no, the Abbey. Who gives a damn about these hypocritical assholes? In any case, Andreas' ability to prevent Piero's death depends on the judgment of the Archdeacon. Wise or foolish, corrupt or just, the Archdeacon will be the first and possibly final arbiter of Piero's guilt. Andreas must win the Archdeacon to his side using the tools favored by men such as him. Okay. I'd love it to be either reason or honesty, but people have been, giving me shit about reason and honesty recently. Reason? When's the last time you met a man who was truly ruled by reason? Honesty? You must be honest in all things, Andreas, but many are not willing to accept the truth. And the cost of honesty can be high. It's gonna be authority. Authority? Despite your talent, you are merely an artist. He has been invested with power by the Prince Bishop of Freising. You have no authority with him. Wisdom, I guess? Wisdom can be shared, but the audience may not comprehend it. If reason, wisdom, authority, and honesty cannot triumph, what am I left with? Hope. Lies. Truth. Above all, faith in Providence. Well, what do you plan to tell the Archdeacon, Andreas? There were other people in Kirsau and Tassing who had motives to kill the Baron. The widow Kemperin despised Lorenz for maiming her late husband. Oh, maimed how? The Baron beat him savagely following an argument about trespassing on the Kemper's farm. His injuries were so severe that they never truly healed, and he needed a cane to walk. He died less than a year ago. Attilia is certain it's because of the wounds he received that day. Why did the two quarrel? My understanding is that it was simply an argument about trespass that got out of hand. And now I suppose that she will lose their home. My apologies, his home. For what reason? Should an aged widow not live out her remaining days in peace? She should, but she won't. She didn't squeeze out any little Kempers for old Rannig, so anyway, away the house goes. Yes, because women must fight to own property, while we exist on the sufferance of men. It's true and terrible. It's easy to understand Attilia's anger. I agree. Yeah, it's true and terrible. It's easy to understand Attilia's anger. Good. Perhaps if more men understood our just anger, the laws would change. A good man does not sit idly by while injustice flourishes around it. What the hell is a half-trained artist with half a university degree going to do against the might of the Holy Roman Empire? Idiots. You have established the motive for the widow, Andreas, but there is another matter that requires inquiry. While women and men are equal in most natures, women are weaker in strength. How could a woman of Attilia's age overpower a healthy man like the Baron? I wondered at that myself. Have you found anything that she could have used to kill the Baron? Yes, her husband's cane. Is it heavy enough? The head is missing. It seems to have broken off. Poetic, if killing the Baron was the cause. I guess. Are there any others you suspect? Prior Ferenc feared the Baron would report his occult interest to Inquisitors. How so? Prior Ferenc and the Baron shared a fascination with the occult texts. The Baron was pressuring the Prior into performing a ritual for him while he was visiting Kirsau. When Ferenc refused, the Baron threatened to turn him into the Inquisition. I don't remember any of that. How did you come by this knowledge? I found written evidence, a letter from Ferenc to the Baron in which he discusses all of these matters. I did? Okay. It is a dangerous thing, a monk dabbling in the occult. His very soul could be in danger. Forget the soul. He could have been defrocked, excommunicated, even killed. All for a little curiosity. Better to stay stupid and ignorant, that's what I say. We're well aware. Also, over dangerous books. Is curiosity such an awful thing? Thus for knowledge can be as dangerous as any other desire. All of this worry over dangerous books started in the University of Paris. Shouldn't even be an issue out here. Whether the proclamation was made by a bishop of Paris or by the Pope himself, the danger remains. Prior Ferenc feared loss of his status, his life, and even God's grace. Men have killed for less. How might the Prior have accomplished the deed? I'm not certain. I haven't found anything that I think he could have used as a weapon. It will be a challenge to convince the Archdeacon that a Prior committed a murder this foul. If you mean to suggest that Ferenc is a suspect, you must find a weapon to convince the Archdeacon. Are there any others you suspect? I found no other suspects. I don't really think it's any of those people. You have brought a worthy mystery before this court, Andreas. I pray to God we have granted you the insight you need to face the coming challenge. Thank you, Your Majesty. I am prepared to meet the day. Before you go, Andreas, there is one more thing to consider. You will be summoned to the Archdeacon to tell him what you know. But you need not tell him everything. I think what do you mean? Let's ask. What do you mean? She means you should only tell him about people you don't mind dying. That's one way of putting it. There is a place for a noble lie. This is not one of them. Why? The Baron is dead. All of the people with a motive to kill him suffered, either directly or indirectly, from his wickedness. Simply mentioning a name to the Archdeacon may endanger them, whether they had anything to do with the murder or not. Right, no point throwing everyone waist deep into shit here. I protest any attempt at deception, but you must ultimately follow your own conscience, Andreas. I assume that's what I'm doing right now. Little time remains before you must stand before the Archdeacon. Use it wisely. I will do my best. Until we meet again, Andreas, God be with you. And also with you, Your Majesty. I love that he hangs out with this Prester. I don't know what a Prester is. He blew right. Oh, yeah, no, I don't. Do I normally wake up on Prime? I don't remember. I slept late, whatever it is. Oh, good. And caught. Hi, Zadina. Andreas. Andreas, wake up. Well, are you here for the books or for me? Whoa. All right, relax. Book. The library is so poorly organized that I fell asleep looking for it. Nope. I was looking for clues, trying to figure out who killed the Baron. Brother Piero doesn't have much time. Yeah, sure, let's be honest. I was looking for clues, trying to figure out who killed the Baron. Brother Piero doesn't have much time. Quite noble of you to risk the abbot's wrath by breaking in here. Ow. The Baron seemed like an interesting man. Not that Mother Cecilia would let any of the sisters talk to him. Was he interesting? Rude, presumptuous ass. No, he wasn't, actually. He had a great appreciation for art, which, as an artist, I also appreciate. I appreciate art. Could you help me deepen my appreciation? Zadina! I suppose. You're a nun. I don't think that would be appropriate. Who cares? What are you worried about? No one is here but you and me. No one can see us. You could teach me about art. You could teach me about something else. No one will know what happened but me and you. Do you understand what I'm saying? I do. Kiss her. No. I think I hear Illuminata coming. What are you doing, asshole? Kiss me. Kiss her even though it's probably a bad idea. No, we shouldn't do this. You idiot. You're going to regret this. Sister Zadina, are you here yet? God protect us. Sister Illuminata, come quickly. Someone is sleeping behind the bookshelf. Thanks. Andreas, how did you find your way in here? Sister Illuminata, Andreas was lying in wait behind the bookshelf and tried to take advantage of me. I did no such thing. I do not know whom to believe here, Andreas. There is no good reason for you to be in this library at this hour or any hour. Then again, I know Sister Zadina to be an imaginative young woman and an inveterate liar. I'm not lying. Silence! And why are you here in the first place? You scared Sister Zadina half to death. Well, I mean, you know, the lying part might dissuade that. Yeah, just be honest. I was looking at the Abbey's admission records for clues about the Baron's death. What do the Abbey's records have to do with the Baron Rothvogel's murder? I learned that the Baron hurt one of the sisters on his last visit to Kirsau. Oh, I see. Yes, Sister Matilda. What happened to her was evil. But if you were reading about Sister Matilda, you can't really believe she killed the Baron. Matilda killed Baron Rothvogel? Zadina. Shush, of course not. I sincerely doubt that it's possible. Yeah. Why not? Grief makes people do terrible things. This is not appropriate for us to discuss any further. You should speak to Sister Matilda or Mother Cecilia. I can't speak with you. It is not my story to tell, and in case you've forgotten, you shouldn't even be here. Please leave immediately. Of course, I'm sorry for the trouble. As you should be. Come, Sister Zadina, we have work to do. Well, I feel like, that could have gone a lot worse. I more or less got, should find someone to eat with. Okay. I feel like I more or less got off with a slap on the wrist there for considering I broke into the library when I definitely was not supposed to. Hello, person. Wooslav. Andreas, wait. Andreas. Christ, there you are. Mind your language, brother. Oh God. Brother Wooslav, what's the matter? It's the Archdeacon. He's come early, with an entire retinue in tow. He's questioning everyone who knew the Baron and Brother Piero. I've already told him the little I know. He expects to speak with you today at Nons. He requested you specifically. I went to the Gertners at Vespers to try to warn you, and you never showed up. Where were you all night? Honestly, in the library. I was following a clue, and time got away from me. What? Why? No, never mind. Just don't let the abbot find out, and don't tell the Archdeacon. Anyway, he's questioning everyone in the chapter house, and he's keenly interested in you. Did he say why? It's no secret you've been poking about the town and the abbey, sticking your nose in the rot. I hope your prying has borne fruit, or Piero's neck will meet the sword. I've done my best with the time I've had. If only I'd had a couple more days. Whatever happens, Piero knows you've been working hard on his behalf, and he's grateful for it. Only, Andreas. What is it? It's just, you know as well as I do the Baron was not a good man. Yeah, fair. I'm not saying he deserved what he got, just, you think hard about what you tell the Archdeacon, and who you tell him about. You understand. I do. You don't need to worry. I found nothing that implicates you. You didn't do it, did you? It's not me I'm worried about. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to shout. You don't deserve that. All I'm saying is, if in your searching you heard anything about a certain sister, I'd ask you to keep it to yourself. I'll do what I can to protect the sisters from censure. That's all I would ask of you. Be well, Andreas. I will pray for Piero's deliverance tonight. You should as well. It was the miller. Okay, the Archdeacon has arrived. Well, this isn't good. Can I not get to the chapter house from here? Cloister, crypt, tower, dormitory, bailey, sacristy. I don't remember where anything is. It's not any of these two. Let's just go to the cloister. Oh, hello, Sapat. How you doing? God bless you, Andreas. Do you have time to eat with me and some of the townspeople? Oh, I do, actually. I'll talk to Gret and see who she wants to come along. Oh, I guess the town. Yeah, all right. I am the one who knows the townspeople. Yeah, of course. I'll talk to Gret and see who she wants to come along. Where should we meet you? At the shrine to Saint Moritz. I'll see you there. Until then. Nice. Oh, wow. Here we are. Oh, my. Andreas. Yes? Are these all the mothers from Tassin and their children? Well, no, I don't think it's all of them. Helena Pfefferin couldn't make it. It's a long walk up here in her condition. And Hetty said, Hank? Hans was too big for stories. Stories? I may have... stories of your homeland? Wow, Bertolt. I like stories. Yes, maybe a little too much. All right, I can tell you a story, but first let us pray together and eat. Meh. Oh, Lord, thank you for bringing us together as you brought Jesus to his disciples on the road to Emmaus? with the breaking of bread between us, let us recognize each other as Christians and rejoice in our salvation through you. Amen. Amen, 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 amen. And I thank you and your husband for this bread, Gret. My Ulrich always says that bread brings people together. I think we could see some real trouble in Tassing if we ran out of rye. Yeah, I don't know. I think we could see some real trouble in Tassing if you ever ran out of rye. Sheep's milk cheese, almonds, and rye. Let's snack on some almonds right up at front. Oh, I want a pretzel, though. Oh, you and Father Thomas. You do love that rye. I love all peasant food. I'm not going to say that. I just think it's an underappreciated bread. Father Gertnot eats a white bread, does he not? Yes, the finest wheat is used for the abbot's bread. Why? The abbot is a very important man, Paul. We have a bread in my home that we call in Nigeria. We make it thin, round, and wide, and we put our food on top of it. Like a tortilla. We eat it with almost every meal. As you love... what? As you love the bread in your home, so I miss mine. Cool. Well then, let's have a little bread. Oh, what's the recipe? Maybe we could make it. Thank you. But no. We use a fine grain that does not grow here, called teff. Oh, interesting. I wonder what that is. Yeah, I hope you find our local bread satisfying, Brother Sabhat. I do enjoy it, perhaps too much. I am becoming too accustomed to life in Rome, even life in these mountains. In truth, I can no longer remember the taste of an erja, not even the feeling of it in my mouth. It is the great danger that comes with the blessing of travel, living a life between worlds. Cool. Sheep's milk cheese. Absolutely. I don't want to talk about bread anymore. It's so boring. Bread! Then don't be rude, Bert. Rude. Don't be rude, Bert. I did say I would tell a story. Children, have you ever seen a Bible? Father Tom. What's up? Yeah, Father Thomas has one. It's huge. My dad has one. It was printed in Bamberg? Or is that an H? Very good. This is a Bible from my home that I brought to give to the abbot. Andreas, do you have a favorite story to illustrate from the Bible? Adam and Eve at the Tree of Knowledge. Jacob wrestling with the angel. Yeah, Annunciation. Annunciation? When Gabriel appears to Mary. Elijah in the chariots of fire. Christ being taken down from the cross. Let's do Adam and Eve at the Tree of Knowledge of Good and Evil. Yes, at the beginning of it all, the fall of man. It is good for us to be reminded of what we lost in Eden. Now then, children, do you know the story of Jesus feeding the multitudes? She's like, no. What's her name? Something. Fish and loaves! My mom and dad make loaves. Yeah, they do, Anna. Whoa, cool. Oh, nice. I love this. Where's... Oh, there she is. Gertrude. Gertrude, I think is her name. The little red-haired girl. This is from our Bible. How we tell the story of how Jesus fed thousands from only a few fish and a few loaves of bread. Why is everyone brown? Wow. Because where I am from, everyone looks like me. Why? Because we are all as God has made us. I know Tassing seems big to you, but the world is so much bigger than we can imagine. There are many people of many different colors all over the world. There are places where no one looks like you or me. Really? It's true. In Flanders, I saw ships arrive from the New World. The people look and dress very differently from us. Differently from Brother Sabhat. They make art out of gold that is so beautiful it outshines the greatest works of the Christian world. Brother Sabbat, did you know that the Baron who was murdered? Bert. It came up when I was visiting the Druckers. I needed someone to talk to. I'm sorry, Marie. There's nothing to apologize for. We can't shield them from the world forever. I did not know him, Bert, but do you know the story of Lazarus? No? Cool. He was a friend of Jesus. He became sick and he died. Yeah. Ursula, not Gertrude. Hat? Hat. Well, Jesus brought his followers to Lazarus' tomb. He prayed to God, and when they opened the tomb, Lazarus emerged, returned from the dead. Jesus can bring people back from the dead? He can, Bert. One day, Jesus will bring us all back from the dead. Everyone who has ever lived and died will come together and be resurrected on Judgment Day. I like how they're actually playing with the... Oh, hat! I got it. I forgot that Anna likes to steal my hat. Oh, she can have it. Say nothing. She's so cute. Oh my god. Even the Romans? Yes, the Romans too. What you doing, Ursula? Oh, why did you ask about the Romans? I saw one come out of their tomb like Lazarus. Oh, what do you mean, Paul? Oh, what do you mean, Paul? Oh, well, the ruins below the mill, they're Roman, and they all died a long time ago. But I saw one come out the other night. They were in white, like Lazarus. Let's stop telling stories, Paul, and you shouldn't have been outside at night. No, I have questions. Andreas, what does he mean? Anna's wearing my hat. I love that. Yeah, I think I may have seen something similar the other evening. Somebody has a way of getting from town to the Abbey. There's a secret passage. Trixie. I think I may have seen something similar the other evening. What? Really? Where? I trust all these people. I'm sure that's smart. The same place, by the Roman ruins. Maybe Paul did see a spirit of some kind. It's a very dire omen, if that is what he saw. I will pray on this. Apologies for that, ladies, but thank you for sharing a meal with me today. I will be leaving for Rome soon, but I am glad to have spent some time with you and your children. Oh, thank you, Brother Sephat. It was wonderful. Don't forget to stop by the bakery before you go. I'm sure my husband will want to see you before you go. I will. God grant you all health. Interesting. Okay. I need to go to the chapter house to meet with the Archdeacon. I also need to investigate. And I might do that first. Oh, I don't have my hat. Oh no, and I actually kept my hat. Anyway, I think that's going to have to do it for this episode. Thank you so much for joining me. When I come back with more Pentiment, we will go talk to the Archdeacon, I guess, and see what it is that's all about. And yeah, hope I might take a little time, sneak off and see if I can't investigate the Roman ruins, because I don't think I'll be quote unquote late to the Archdeacon, but who knows? Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I can't wait to see you all again soon. Have a good one. Okay, bye.
Thank you again for watching the video. If you'd like to see more from me, feel free to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell if you want to be notified when my videos go live. I'd also very much love to hear from you down in the comments below.